Hey folks, and welcome to another West Yorkshire Retro Gamer stream, and it's a special one because it is the Week 1 preview, Season 5 preview of the WYRG League Cup. Welcome in everyone. We have got, straight off the bat, we've got Ken from Sandblasted Gaming, we've got Dave Butler from Entertainment Roundtable Cast, we've got Russell from the Wookie Dome, and we've got Cam from Cake Style, all on the Facebook side. And we have also got on the YouTube side, we've got Cam and the Cake Style, we've got Rogue Minute Dragoon, that is Noah, and we've got 8WT coming in as well. Welcome in everyone. How are you all doing? Yeah, it's finally here. It all starts tomorrow. All the details are going to be in this stream. So take it all on board, and yeah, can't wait. Can't wait. There has been a heck of a lot of preparation going into this. Just in an attempt for us to make it the best season that we've had, and we're really anticipating a good one. We really are. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Toby, welcome in. That is Tobalones, another one of our competitors. We've got Russell and the Wookie Dome over on Kick as well. Great stuff. Right, so without further ado, let's get straight into the details for Season 5 of the WYRG League Cup. So the one thing you might notice is that we have unfortunately not got last season's champion defending his title this season. The main reason being he is getting married, so that is his primary focus. However, his champion's perk that he earned for winning last season will stand once he does eventually return, hopefully in Season 6, which will be later on in the year. So, without further ado, this basically means we will have a brand new champion this season. Can't wait. It's going to be a really cool season. A lot of good players here, and I can't wait to see how everyone gets on. So, I've opened up the Discord for my judging team, or two of my three members at least. Jackie at Batgirls Asylum is currently just taking care of herself at the moment. She's a little bit poorly. But I do have in my Discord the fantastic Trina at Awesome Possum and Noah at Rogue Medic Dragoon. So if you hear voices that are not necessarily mine, you know who they are. Away up. It's for Canada. We're going to get Russell doing Canadian National Anthem in Kick now. Oh, Canada. No, I'm not doing it. Right, okay, so. Oh, he's angry now. Oh dear, good stuff. Brandis, how is the 7? Welcome in, how are you doing? Right, so. Yeah, that's right, Dave. Yeah, Season 5 already. It's flown by, hasn't it? Crazy. I haven't even quite streamed for 5 years yet. So, we're definitely doing something right. That's for sure. Hey, I appreciate it, Russell. Yeah, Kick's a quiet platform compared to YouTube and Facebook for me, but yeah, all good. Right, so let's start by announcing. I mean, you can see it all on screen anyway, but they're all getting a shout out. So let's announce the official players for Season 5. The logo at the top left. You might notice a name which is a blast from the past, but it's still the same fella. Kevin Grant. He originally started out as Scottish Retro Gamer. He then became Near Danger Gaming. He then became We Are on the Spectrum. He has reverted back to his original page name, Scottish Retro Gamer. He's back for another season. Over on the right hand side there, you might kind of recognise the name, but again, he went by a different name last season. RTK Retro Gaming. He is now Rad Retro Rob Gaming because he's streaming on YouTube for this season. So Rob's coming back for another crack at it. On the next row down, we have got Dan at Outcast. He's had his best season that he's ever had in one of the other competitions that's just finished recently. So we're expecting big things from Dan Deal. Cindy, welcome in. Thank you for the like. Hope you're well. Thank you for all the likes and shares that have come through so far, by the way. That is, we've had likes from Cameron, from Dave, from Russell, and Cindy, and we've had a share from Russell as well. Really appreciate it. Oh, what's Dave saying here? Tubsy Obsy, good luck everyone. Trying to get back into asymmetrical games. Okay. And in the blue corner. Can you all hear me, by the way? Like, because I've got myself muted on Discord so that I don't echo. Yes. Coming through all right now, yeah? Nice. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Trina. Cool.
I can hear you. I'm the Slack judge. I had to run away.
Nothing slack about our team. We're a good team. Tobias has confirmed it as well. Excellent. There's Dave with the double, out the double. Entertainment Roundtable cast. Dave, if you were into retro games, it'd be great to have you in here. Raza, welcome in over on the tube. How are you doing, man? Rockin' Retro and Scottish Retro Gamer are such cool names, and of course Mr. 63. Aye. Yeah, they're all good. They're all good. Yeah, so after...
So did I miss anything exciting?
Negative.
Just the sound of my voice, but yeah, aside from that. Toby, cheers for the light, mate. Yeah, so after Dan, over on the right hand side is one of Dan's best buddies. It is James at Shy Guy Classic, coming back for another season. And then we've got one of
underrated.
we've got one of our debutants. He is Mr. Toby himself. He is Tobalones, making his debut here in the LC. Big welcome.
Very interesting piece.
Yeah, big welcome to Toby. And we've got likes from Matthew as well. Welcome in. Cheers for that like. Across from Toby, we have got Mr. G's Game Lab. Gil is coming back for another crack at the LC. On the row below, we have got Jay at Rockin' Retro. We are expecting big things from Jay this season. He has been absolutely pumped and hyped. Oh, he's been pumped and hyped for ages. Like, he's definitely after that title. He got narrowly pipped by Jason last season. He's not got Jason to compete with. However, next to Jay at Rockin' Retro, you can see a very familiar face name to a lot of people there. Tom, welcome in. Thank you for the like. How are you doing? Is Chris at Captain Tendo Gaming. He is here. He is making his debut in the LC, and we are expecting a really good season from him. And then on the bottom row,
a man I respect.
Oh yeah, no, he's one hell of a gamer. On the bottom row, then we have got Mike at Mr. 63 coming back for another season. Next to him, we've got the Canadian Beast himself.
I love Ken's comment.
Clive, don't think Toby will pull off a debutant dress. Nah, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't think he'd go that far. Nah, don't think so. How are you doing, Tom? It's good to see you, man. Yeah, so anyone just kind of coming into the stream here, this is the preview show for Season 5 of the WIRG League Cup. Just going through the players as we speak at the minute. But the coolest of course is Clive. Razzie, you're too kind, my friend, you're too kind. Right, so yeah, after the after the Canadian beast himself, Russell at the Wookiee Dome, and Russell's a veteran of the competition. I think he's been in from season 1, if memory serves me right. We've got another debutant, and he made the final of another competition that's just literally finished as of like today. That is Cameron at Cake Style. Welcome into the competition, Cam. Again, expecting good stuff after the result you got over the border there. So yeah, we'll see how Cameron gets on with this one. And then finally, last but not least, it's Ken at Sandblasted Gaming coming back for another season as well. So we've got a stacked roster, and we
Yes, he's done that before.
we're highly anticipating how everyone's going to get on. Hey, it's great to have you all here. We've got Kevin coming in, Scottish Retro Gamer, with that like there. So that's the competitors, that is the players, and so in terms of those pages, please give them a follow, whether they're on Facebook, YouTube or Kick. Do please go and follow every single one of those 12, and that way then you can keep up to date with their weekly runs and any other casual streams that they do outside of that as well. So moving on to the games for season 5, we feel that we've come up with the best possible variety of game system and game genre as well. We've got an absolute mix this season. For the PS1, we've got Frogger 2 Swampy's Revenge, bit of a puzzle game going on there. We have then got Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, a very good side-scrolling beat-em-up on the arcade. We have got one of the most popular platformers of all time on the Sega Mega Drive, as we call it over here, or Genesis, outside of England, or Britain, and that is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. We've also got one of the most popular fighting games of all time, Street Fighter 2, but it's the new challenges. So you've got the option of Fairlong, Cammy, T-Hawk and DJ if you wish to use them. The Wookiee Dome is Canadian. Let's go, says Raza. It certainly is. Oh, Dave, booyah over on the kick side. Day 1 contestant here. Woo! Yeah, I think I'm certain of it, Russell. I'm pretty sure you were in the pilot season, weren't you, for season 1? You've been an ever-present ever since. Raza says the new challenge is his favourite version of Street Fighter 2. Mine's Turbo. I actually ended up having Turbo come with the Super Nintendo when my mum and dad got me the console in the first place. So yeah, I got a lot of love for Street Fighter 2 Turbo, but this season in particular, the new challenges is what's featured. We've also got a game that until Noah told me about it, I was completely alien to this one, but it is Shock Troopers for the arcade. So a bit of a shooting game going on there. It'd be interesting to see how people get on with that. And then I decided then to put a little bit of a curveball into this season, a game which I don't think too many players will have played before, and that is Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu for the Nintendo Entertainment System. A really good little platformer with a little bit of beat-em-up style in there. That'll be a nice little test for the players because I'm not certain of how many will have played it before. Toby over on the Kick. Keep forgetting about Kick. I think a lot of them do, Toby. Kick is a very quiet platform, but I keep it going nevertheless. We've also got one of the most popular side-scrolling beat-em-ups of all time. It is Streets of Rage. It is number 2, Streets of Rage 2, for the Sega Mega Drive Genesis. Another game which, again, Noah made me aware of that I'd never heard of it before, and again, just purely because I'd never owned PlayStation before, is Wyrg, a 3D fighting game which will definitely, the mechanics will definitely test people because they're very different to playing Street Fighter, Killer Instinct, and Mortal Kombat and Tekken, that kind of thing. It's very different, but a good test nevertheless. A little bit of a classic on the original Nintendo Entertainment System. It is Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. That one it'll test. It's not like your traditional 1v1 fighter. A bit more of a sport game, that one, so that'll definitely test. And then, an absolute classic to finish the season, one of the most popular platform games of all time. It is Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest for the Super Nintendo. So we really feel we've got a really good blend of, you know, we've got platformers, we've got beat 'em ups, we've got fighters, we've got shooting, we've got puzzle, we've got the whole lot, and we've got loads of consoles in there, or loads of systems as well, with Super Nintendo, original Nintendo, arcade, PS1, and Sega Genesis in there as well. So
Very looking forward to the season with you guys.
oh yeah, massively. It's going to be a super season. Hell yeah, it's all there. It's all there. Streets of Rage 3 is actually is retro. Yeah. No, it is. That's right, Dave. I always felt that Streets of Rage 3 is a little different to 1 and 2 in terms of how it kind of plays. Should do F13 on Nintendo. F13. Or do you mean F13 as in Formula 1? I'm not sure what game you're on about there, Dave. Russell says, got to head to work, but I'll catch up on the VOD when I get home. Yeah, no problem at all, Russell. Great to have you in there, mate. Hey, we've got James over on the kick side. Shy Guy Classic is here. Here he is. Ken says we don't see any Dreamcast or Sega CD. Nah, we've stuck to consoles that we're fairly confident everyone's going to be very comfortable at running. So you know, we might look at those in future seasons, but we're keeping things nice and straightforward for this particular season. GameCube's another great console, but again, we're just keeping things nice and easy as far as emulation is concerned.
Simplistic.
Oh yeah, keep things simple. So those are the competitors. Those are the games. I will now reveal some generic details about the season ahead. So again, a little bit of a layout there with the games and what weeks they're going to be in. So week 1 Frogger, week 2 C&D, week 3 Sonic, week 4 Street Fighter, week 5 Shock Troopers, week 6 Jackie Chan, week 7 Streets of Rage, week 8 Ergies, week 9 Punch Out, and week 10 Donkey Kong Country 2. You can see the type of game that they are next to them there. And you can also see the dates, the start and end dates for each of the weeks. Oh, we've lost Trina in the Discord now. Hope she's alright. Yeah, Game Gear is another possibility, Ken. But again, a lot of the Game Gear games were ported onto the Master System and the Genesis anyway. So you just, like with Game Gear, you're just basically playing the games with a little bit of a limitation. There's no point limiting things when you can do them a little bit better. Oh, you're not wrong, James. It's going to be a lot of fun, this, mate. I'll tell you. I'm looking forward to it. We're all looking forward to it. Sure is. Yeah, we sure are. So week 1 is going to be the 3rd to the 8th of March. Week 2 is going to be 10th to the 15th. Week 3, 17th to the 22nd. Week 4, 24th to the 29th. Week 5 is going to be the 31st of March going into the 5th of April. Week 6, 7th to the 12th. Week 7, 14th to the 19th. Week 8, 21st to the 26th. Week 9 starts on the 28th of April, goes on to the 3rd of May. And then week 10, finishing the season, is going to be the 5th to the 10th of May. Kirby, you be careful where you put your clothes, girl, please. Are you moving on to me now, are you? You sure? She's all black, so you might struggle to see her, but she is there. Right there. Yeah, so a little bit of general information underneath the weeks there. So it's going to be a 10-week competition, as you can see. We've got 12 players, as you've just seen previously. The official start date, as you can see at the top, the 3rd of the 3rd, 2025. The 3 platforms that the official runs can be on are going to be Facebook, YouTube and Kick. We're not accepting runs on any other platform. However, you can multi-stream if you've got the option to do so. So if you want to stream on, say for example, YouTube and Twitch, you can do so. But just make sure that if you multi-stream, make sure that your run goes to one of those 3 platforms listed there. If they're not, if your run is not on those 3, your run won't be counted. Vitally important that you stream on one of those 3. Being as it's a short season, we're just allowing 1 extension for every player. Obviously, if an emergency comes up and you've already used your extension, we're not robots here. If it is an emergency, then we take it into account. Now, generally speaking, and it'll be on the rules page that I'll put on in a moment, you need to request your extension no later than Friday. And if you do successfully, or if you do end up using your extension, it will give you an extra 24 hours, and you'll see that on the official rules for week 1, which I will put on the screen shortly. The players and judges already know this. There is a new competitors chat on Facebook, of which all the players are in there already anyway, as are the judges. And in terms of the point system, first place will get you 6 points for the week, and it will go down by half a point for every position right down to 12th place, which gets you half a point, 0.5. There's no bonus point for winning. As much as we want to reward people for winning at the end of the day, if we did put a bonus point on, with it being a short season, people are going to massively run away with it, especially if you get the same person winning every week. So just to try and keep things as compact as we can, that is there for that. Ideally, no blind runs, even if you just give it like 10 minutes of practice so that you know what button does what, would be highly appreciated. Give yourself every possible chance of getting a good result every week. We are heavily rewarding progression for this season. We're going to be trialing that, so every last pixel that you can get to could be vital. And yes, no, that's a very good point, James. So in that particular chat, in that chat group, the updated PDF is in there with all the rules for all 10 weeks. But every individual week will feature on these review shows. So yeah, don't worry, the rules will be regularly posted. Everything as well, everything that we do on this show and all the future shows will be shared over on the WYRG League Cup Facebook page, along with all the runs as well, or at least the links to the runs if it's on a different platform. So all of that good stuff's going to be shared onto the League Cup page after the stream. So as I say, you might have a mega busy week where you've not been able to do any practice, and if it does end up being a blind run, it's not going to disqualify your run, but ideally at least give it a few minutes so that you know you're properly set up and you know what button does what on your controller, as a bare minimum. But ideally, give yourself a little bit of practice in the week to do the best performance you can. No runs allowed without a valid reason. We're really clamping down on this. Not that no runs happen very often on our competition. We're very fortunate to have really committed players every season, and we really appreciate the effort that everyone puts in. If there is no valid reason, and if we find that there has been 2 inexcusable no runs that have occurred, then you're out. I don't mean to sound like a hard ass on that one, but it's not fair on everybody else that is putting the effort in
We're
every week.
reasonable people.
Say again, Noah? Sorry, Noah, say again?
We're reasonable people.
Yeah, no, exactly. And everyone that's competing is, reasonable as well. It's just, and what we mean by inexcusable is that basically you don't have a reason, you don't tell us in good time, you don't let, if you've got tech issues that are happening late, if you're leaving your run quite late on and stuff like that, if you're having to, you might have had a really busy week. You might be playing your game with like an hour to go or whatever. Just if you're having problems, let us know. Let us know, and then we can take everything into account.
We'd be more than
Richard,
happy.
welcome in. How are you doing? Yeah, not bad, thanks. How about yourself? Richard coming in on YouTube there. Yeah, it was needed. It was needed. Yeah, I feel like me again when I have a number 1 haircut. I don't like me hair getting too long anymore. So that we're not trying to be idiots with the whole no runs thing, but ultimately, it's only 10 weeks. Pop your runs in, get them in on time, and in a minute you'll see how it's going to work in terms of, you can already see the date deadlines, but you'll see the time deadlines as well on the next page. So, just to finish, if you've got any questions about anything in the competition, do please ask. There's no such thing as a silly question if you don't know the answer. Alright, so as far as we're concerned, we're all approachable. The judging team this season consists of myself, Clive, West Yorkshire Retro Gamer, you all know me now. If you don't, where have you been? There's also Noah, Road Bennett Dragoon. Is this your 3rd season as a judge now, Noah? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, I think this is your 3rd season. And
I believe it's 3rd season.
Yeah. And then we've got Trina, Awesome Opossum. I think this is her 2nd season as a judge. And we've also, initially we had Jackie at Batgirls Asylum. She is just taking a couple of weeks out at the moment, just to focus on her health and everything. But all being well, she'll be back. But if not, then it'll be the 3 of us that carry the competition forward. So, not bad at all, Richard. We're still top of the league. We're doing all right, Leeds United at the minute. So long may that continue. Clive's the only one I don't know on that list, says Ken. Yeah, obviously. All right. Well, you know who else to ask then, don't you, Ken? So, moving on to the rules for week 1. We're getting into nitty gritty now, folks. Take these rules on board. Here we go. So, the rules for week 1. Trina's favourite week, and Trina would not be critical of us saying that. Very good, Ken. Very good. So, welcome to Season 5 of the WYRG League Cup. Week 1 starts Monday, 12 PM, midday 3rd of March, and ends at 11:59 PM on Saturday, the 8th of March. These are England times, also known as GMT. Please check your own time zones to ensure that your run falls within these times. We do not want anyone coming out with the excuse saying, well, it were a different time. Like, no. You guys have all got one time zone to check out. It's much easier than me checking 10 different bloody time zones, or 12 different time zones, or whatever. So that's why we do it this way. So do please check where your time zone fits in with England time GMT. Please, please, please. We don't want to, find people doing the runs and they're going half an hour over time. As it says there, your run must be completed by that end time. Any part of your run that goes past that time will not be counted in your final result. That's why it's crucial to get it in on time. Now, as you can see by the pictures, week 1's game is Frogger 2, Swampy's Revenge for the PlayStation 1. Oh boy. Now,
At a judge's request.
oh, it's all good. Oh, Trina says I popped out because. Don't worry, Trina. Yes, we're on to talking about your week in particular, Trina. Oh yeah. So yeah, as you can probably imagine, this particular week was heavily influenced by our good friend Trina here. So please don't, please don't give me a hard time on this one. I didn't choose it. Anyway, it's not a bad game. It's not my type of game. It's not Noah's type of game. But we've played far worse. Trina loves it, and Trina is hoping for some fantastic runs on this game. Oh, apparently I've got the worst PS1 on the picture. Well, I prefer colour of that than the grey station, which just looks like a brick. Trina said it's the best game of the season.
Yeah, I'm just hoping for 12 completes of this game.
Oh, there you go. No pressure, folks. 12 completions. You've heard it from. You've heard it from Trina herself. 12 completions, please. Talk about pressure, Trina. Look at that.
12 completions.
Yeah. Anything less, you get 0 points according to Trina. We literally had to almost physically twist Trina's arms. That people might not beat the game. I'm kidding. We didn't do any arm twisting. Anyway, right, I'm gonna get a drink because reading these rules is thirsty work.
More reverse.
Right. So, before you start your run, please show the options screen by moving to the. We've kind of put some detail here because some people might not have played this before. So please show the options screen by moving left on the main screen twice and going into extras, so the judges can see that you have it on the easy difficulty level, and that you select reset story mode to allow the game to start from the beginning. This is important because if you go on your official run and you just simply start, it might start you from the last level that you actually reached in your practice. Yeah. Got a difference of opinion in this yet there. Well, I'm leaving you good folks to have a chat about that. That's up to you. Once you've done all that, the aim of your run is to complete the game in the fastest time possible within 1 hour. If you don't complete the game within 1 hour, your result will be based on the time that you rescued your final frog within your furthest level, or if you reach the final level.
Unhappy Trina.
Oh, what's that? What are you saying, Noah?
You will have an unhappy Trina.
Well, that is a very fair point. If you don't beat the game within 1 hour, then Trina will be on your case. So yeah, please do your best. We want to keep Trina happy this week. Well, that's it. Yeah. Trina's already got visions of taking over the LC herself if she doesn't get 12 good Frogger runs. I'm kidding. Anyway, or if you reach the final level, your furthest upward chute that you reach. So in other words, throughout that final level, there is a chute that takes you up to the next part of the level, and then you go from there. Trina's just happy the game's getting played. Hey. It's all good, Trina. It's all good. Coin collection is not required and will not be scored. So even though there are coins to collect throughout the game, you don't need to. Not unless you want to, but it's not going to help you run. Very important, no cheats or glitches allowed. And that includes the use of turbo buttons. Not that you would need to use turbo buttons on Frogger because there's no attacking going on. You are literally moving and jumping. So the turbo button would not benefit anybody on this game whatsoever. So yeah, no cheats or glitches allowed. In the unlikely event that there is a tie between competitors where they either beat the game or reach the same level while also rescuing the same number of frogs, or in the final level reaching the same number of chutes at the exact same time, the tiebreaker will be the competitor that lost the least number of lives throughout the run. The chance of that happening is very slim.
Sorry.
Yeah, now you're fine. You're going to be hearing a lot of that this week, folks. Yeah. If we hadn't put a tiebreaker in there, sod's law, we'd have had one. So we've put it in just in case. Please show the full game screen in view, and a timer must also be in view on your stream. Your timer starts when you gain control of Frogger and ends when you see the results screen for the final level called Wind Up. And we're not winding you up there. The last level is called Wind Up. So, with that being said, please stream your official run at the very start of your stream. This makes it easier for the judging team. If you want to play something else after Frogger 2, Swampy's Revenge, that is absolutely fine, but please remember the deadline for the run itself if your stream is left to the last minute. In other words, if you leave your stream very late, you can stream something else, but if your stream doesn't fall within those times, just remember those rules at the top there. So, for your official run, for your official run to count, it must be streamed to either Facebook, YouTube or Kick. You can multi-stream to other platforms if you wish, but the run will not be scored on any other platforms except these three. And again, if you have any questions about the above, please let me know as soon as you can. The sooner the better. Because, you know, as thorough as we try to be, we're not perfect. So, if you need to know how, please ask. And that's what the group chat's there for. If you don't want to ask something in the group chat, you can message us individually. Again, that's not a problem. But yeah, do please tell us. Now, as I mentioned about the extension, if you want to use your extension, and by the looks of it, I've not put it in the rules there, so I do apologise. So when it comes to the extension, if you need to use it, please tell us by close of play Friday. And when I say close of play, I mean my time. So if the request for the extension is not put in before 11:59 PM on the Friday of that gaming week, then it will be deemed too late. Again, unless it's an emergency. And just remember, you only get one extension for the season, and we are not taking on any extensions, again, unless there's an emergency, we're not taking on any extensions in week 10. Now, for every week, there will be a show just like this one, where we will go through all the rules for the game, and we will just basically make sure that everyone is set up and ready. Now, if there is any player taking part this season who is not currently set up for at least week 1 with Frogger 2, please tell us now so that we can help you. Alright, we want everyone to have a fair crack at this. So if anyone's having any problems streaming the system or streaming the game or anything like that,
You're all good, Ken.
yeah, just do please let us know. Right, what's Ken asking here? Is it really with all the high caliber talent in League this season? Oh, is that to do with the tiebreaker? I mean, there's not much chance of a tiebreaker. Your time would literally have to be slap bang together, and it's just not likely. So do continues or game overs count on this, or is it just within the hour? So it's within the hour, but if you get game over, then you know you can continue. So basically, if you get game over on Frogger, it takes you back to the main screen. You just go back to the book that shows the level you got to, click it again, and it will start you from the level that you got to. So effectively, your score is the furthest point that you get to in the game within 1 hour. So once the hour is up, that's it. Of which I think we did mention somewhere on the rules there, did we not? Did we mention it? Where the timer starts and ends? Yeah, so the timer starts when you gain control of Frogger and ends when... Oh, you know what? We didn't put the possibility for anyone that doesn't beat the game. We have done on every other. I think we looked at the Frogger rules and thought we'd got everything sorted here, and we've missed a couple of bits. That's on me. I take responsibility there. Aaron, welcome in. How you doing, man? Cheers for the like. Hope you're well. So yeah, if you don't complete the game, then obviously your timer ends when your hour is up. But again, your result will be the furthest that you get within the game within that 1 hour. But yeah, I should have worded that slightly differently there for anyone that don't complete the game. But it's fairly self-explanatory on that one. We've got likes from Ken, Sandblasted Gaming, and James, Shy Guy Classic. Give them the likes, guys. Yeah, not bad, thanks, Aaron. Just gone through all the games, all the players, all the rules. You name it. We've done it all. You alright there, Noah? Oh, James had to double down. Double down? What do you mean? Double down on what? I don't know what you mean. Oh, unless you meant doubling on the platforms, because you've been on Kick and PS4 there. Yeah, all good. Foggy, yeah, you're not wrong, Aaron. Can totally. Oh yeah. No, absolutely fine, James. Yeah, all good, man. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so all of the information is going to get posted on.
Troubles.
What's that? Yeah, so all of the information. Oh, sorry, no, there was a delay in your voice coming across. Sorry. This is what we get for using Discord.
File troubles.
What trouble?
File.
Oh, file. Oh, file. Sorry. Right. Yeah. If there's anything like that, you know, we'll sort it. He said he's having trouble. Oh, who's having trouble? Ooh. Oh, we'll check it out. Anyone that's
I'm trying
struggling.
to send them over to Gmail and it's sending.
All right. Yeah. Well, anyone that's having trouble getting everything started.
Sending me errors.
All right. Yep. No problem. Anyone that's having any trouble, we'll sort it out. Yep. We'll sort everything out. That's not going to be a problem. So, for all of you that are taking part, have any of you got any questions about anything that we've mentioned up to now? Now is your chance.
Ask away. It is what we are here for.
You're not wrong. So yep. So just check the key points again. Check your time zone to make sure it falls in line with the times for GMT. Now the GMT time is changing by 1 hour partway through the season, but that ain't going to change anything in the sense that the times that we write on the rules are still going to be the same. So it's always going to be midday on the Monday, and it's always going to be 11:59 on the Saturday. If you use an extension, that will get you until 11:59 on the Sunday. That's how the extensions work. How long's the game?
What do you mean? Sorry.
Oh, yep. Trina's always on. She's always on time duty, giving out reminders when we get to the final day and we've got anyone that haven't run yet. Yeah, Trina will be there. Not for me. I'll always stay 7 from GMT. Oh, that's fine, Ken. Yeah, just make sure it's always the case then. Haven't gotten too far when I have a general idea. Trina's your best person to ask about that, actually. Trina, can you remember how many levels there are in the game? I actually can't remember. Is it 10? I've got 10 in my head for some reason. I don't know why. You should be running 2. Well, right. So, interesting point you made there, James. So
That's a whole nother thing.
it is a whole nother thing, but yeah, just for poops and giggles, as they say. Me, Noah, and Trina, we are actually going to be playing all of these 10 games. However, and this is the yeah, I can't remember if it was 8, 9, or 10. Yeah, I can't remember if it was 8, 9, or 10, but yeah, it's something like that. So yeah, the 3 of us, we are going to play all 10 of these games as well. We're going to stream them. I believe we're going to stream them. We're streaming them, aren't we? Well, I'm streaming mine anyway. I assume Nora and Trina are streaming theirs. However, the 3 of us do not, and this applies to Jackie as well when she gets back. We don't compete. Any annoying boss levels? No. Thinking about it, like Frog is a game that doesn't actually have bosses as such, does it? No, it actually doesn't. If you can get YouTube to it, you'll get it working, Trina. We'll help you. We'll get it sorted. But yeah, so keep an eye out for the unofficial runs for each game from me, Noah, and Trina. We're doing it just to hypothetically see where we would be at the end of the season. I mean, who knows? So closer to the OG Frogger. Yeah. I mean, there's no bosses, not that I remember. There's a few annoying enemies on each level, but you just got to avoid them. Yeah. But yeah, to find out all the good stuff of each game, just give them a bit of practice. You four would be top as usual. I mean, I would expect Trina to be pretty high up on Frogger, and I would expect me to be quite high up on like Donkey Kong Country 2 and maybe Street Fighter and maybe Cadillacs and Dinosaurs and maybe Streets of Rage, but the rest of them I think I'll be average on. And then
I think there would be only 3 of us.
Well, I mean, we don't know about Jackie, do we? But yeah, so and then Noah should be pretty good on the likes of Ergies and Shock Troopers. But yeah.
So watch out.
What 4 are you talking about, Ken? Yeah, no, I'm assuming he's on about the 4. I'm assuming he's on about the four judges. Me, Noah, Trina, and Jackie. Obviously, with Jackie having to take a couple of weeks off, she's not.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, Jackie's not going to be doing the runs. But I mean, she might pop into it if she comes back later on. But yeah, as far as the other 3 of us are concerned,
remember we also said unofficial capacity.
Exactly. Yeah, our runs will be unofficial. We will only be hypothetically positioning ourselves as to where we would be. But the results that the 3 of us get have 0 bearing on the 12 competing players. But we're doing it just to see how we get on.
Yep.
Yeah. I think it will be, James. I think it will be interesting. I think I see all 3 of us as being fairly mid-table by the end of the season. I think all 3 of us will be in the middle somewhere. Our runs are solely for bragging rights. I must beat Russell, says Trina. That is Trina's goal for the entire season. She just wants to beat Russell every week. And we're not going to lie, Trina has a secret weapon that she's going to unleash for 3 of the
Russell,
weeks.
you got a new enemy.
3 of the 10 weeks, Trina is unleashing her very own personal secret weapon. We're not going to say what it is.
Yep.
Oh, hashtag #1 Canadian run from Trina. It's gonna
Head.
okay,
so James, could you?
What would be nice to see the judge that wins and the player that wins goes head to head for the. Well, yeah, all right. Yeah, we could probably facilitate that at the end of the season.
I could see that if that's something you guys would want.
Yeah, if you guys want to see that at the end of the season, then okay. Oh Christ!
I think what's gonna be more entertaining is Russell.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't think I want to win between three of us now. I don't think I'll be any good against anyone that wins this competition.
No.
But Trina's saying Trina and James in the final. Cool. I'll be alright with that. Hey, I'm unbiased here. I'm just running competition, like, you know what I mean. Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Right. Excellent. Well, so I'm just going to keep this going, and I'm just going to keep this going for the hour. So we've been live for just short of 54 minutes now. So there's six minutes remaining. Is there anything that anyone wants to say or ask about the competition? Anything that we've covered so far? Anything that you think we've not covered? Because clearly we missed a couple of bits on the rules, which I have to take 100% responsibility for there. And I mean, if you look at the length of the rules, I thought we'd covered everything. I really did.
Well, I also take partial responsibility for it.
No. I take all responsibility for that, because
No. This isn't a solo man effort.
Well, no, I mean it's always been an effort between the three of us, hasn't it? But you know, when it comes to any errors, you know, that's on me really. Just generally about how the extensions work, and also when the timer ends, if you don't beat the game. But I mean, it's not that crucial on this one, because if you don't beat the game, then the timer just ends when your 1 hour is up. I'm just surprised that we missed it for this one, because we've been really thorough on all the other pages. I think we all, like the three of us all kind of looked at the rule sheet here and thought we thought we nailed it, and but again, you know, this is this is what happens, you know, when you go live with something and you think everything's good, and then, you know, sometimes some detail just kind of comes to you like that. So it's all good. Nothing major's been missed. Just some tiny detail, really. As you can see there, Cameron, we're pretty thorough with rules in this competition. We try and avoid any gaps and holes. But at the end of the day, the three of us, and then four when Jackie comes back, we don't know everything. You know, we never pretend that we know everything. We really don't. You know, if there's anything glaring that any of the players notice that we haven't, please tell us. You know, so but we feel we've covered a good chunk.
We would prefer it.
Yeah, and fair point that Cameron makes there. The best of luck to every single player competing this season, and also a big thank you to everyone that is competing this season.
Yep.
Without the competitors, there would be no competition.
Every one of you.
Exactly.
Without you guys, we wouldn't have this.
Yeah. So we really do appreciate you all, you know, taking the time out of your schedule to have a go at this, and you know, most importantly, enjoy. You know,
Really,
and
yeah.
enjoy the whole thing. You know, we love to see everyone getting nice and competitive. We've had some great banter in the chat already, in the group chat, and you know, keep that friendly banter going. You know, this competition, it's really friendly. Got a good bunch of people involved, and you know, big variety of abilities of players. You know, big variety of games. Seriously looking forward to seeing how everyone gets on. This could be the closest season yet. I don't know what you think, though, but I think this could be the closest season yet.
Oh yeah.
I just think with the added variety of games
I
and
would agree
consoles,
so, Clive. I think
Yeah.
we could be having a very close season.
yeah, you know, with the variety of consoles and the variety of games, variety of abilities between the players, I think we. Oh, bring it on! Bring it on! Come on, let's have it. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Trina says friendly question mark.
Come on, guys.
Trina's going to unleash the beast this season. I can tell. Fantastic. Everyone that's competing, do please put the links to your pages in the chat if you haven't already done so. Even if you have, maybe just do it again. And we'll all make sure that we're all following each other so that we can watch all the runs, and yeah, if again that'll just make Mino and Trina fully aware as to where you're going to be doing your runs as well. Literally. Oh, okay. Hides weapons. All good. All good. Yeah. So just bring your best performance forward, as they say, and yeah. I mean, a couple of the things that we've kind of looked at for this season, we are rewarding progression this season. So what we mean by that is, you know, it could be a certain segment within a level. It could be if you win one round out of the two that you need when you're on a fighting game. All that kind of thing. We're really pushing the boundary as far as we possibly can this season. You know, to you know, confirm that people are getting the fullest result that they can. Yeah. You know, we have also put the difficulty level down on a few of the games because we want the games to be really accessible and playable for everybody. So then it's going to come down to whoever beats the game the quickest,
Like
or
my
whoever.
example.
Like what? Sorry. What?
My
what
example, like Wyrg.
Yeah, exactly. So like on Urgies, so like, I mean, Urgies is a bit of a unique one in the sense that if you on one of the fights, if you don't do the fight quick enough, you have to fight an extra couple of fights. And so for that one, rather than it being based on the number of completions, we're doing it by the number of fights.
If you do it quick enough, you have to.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So if you're not quick enough, you have to do the extra 2 fights within the game, and that would make it harder for you to then get a completion. So we are counting the number of beaten fights as opposed to the number of completions for Urgies. Whereas with Street Fighter, it's going to be the number of completed fights and individual rounds. So like if your time runs out but you've won one round, let's say you've reached Sagat for example, you win one round against him, but then your time runs out, that one round still counts. So it could be that you're doing Cadillacs and Dinosaurs and you reach one of the segment areas within the level, that is where your result will stand. So it won't be at the very start of the level, it'll be the start of whichever segment within that level. The examples will all be made very clear in the rules every single week, and we will point these little details out on the preview shows as well. I got it. Oh, Trina says I got it backwards. Faster finish brings 2 extra fights. No, it's the other way. If you're too slow, you have to do 2 extra fights.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. No, you have to beat Sasuke quicker. No.
Yeah. So if you beat, I mean, I call him Sasuke. But yeah, if you beat Sasuke quick, then you avoid facing Cloud and Tifa, is it? If I remember right? Something like that.
No, you don't avoid them. You get forced into it. You have to.
No,
you
but
have to be slow to
no, but
go
if you
into
beat
it.
if you beat Sasuke quick enough, then you don't face them. But if you're too slow on Sasuke, then you do face them.
No, if you beat Sasuke quick enough, you have to go fight them.
Oh. So what happens if you're too
Because
slow?
the game will make you do it. If you beat him within the 2 minutes.
Why did we put that in the rule then? That might be something we have to have a bit of clarity on.
Because we did it to let them know that if they're trying to beat it quick enough, they may have to deter their
Well, either way, we're classing the number of fights that you win. So whether you fight Cloud and Tifa or you don't fight Cloud and Tifa, it's the number of full fights you win.
Yeah.
So regardless of what the game does there.
They're essentially bonuses.
Right. Oh, what we got here? So not any easier, just extra lives to start and gain, so less game over, load time, etc. Speaking of C&D, I need to get that on the rails. C&D on the PC. Thank you for reminding me. Need to get it on the rails. What do you mean, Ken? Mind you, I finished in
probably means get it ready.
Ah, right, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Well, now's the time to start, folks. No time like the present. So if you haven't touched any of these games yet, now is the time to get touching them. Just play these.
If you still need some help, please let us know.
Yep. Exactly what Noah said there. If any of you need help with getting set up on these games, please ask us. We will help as best as we possibly can. We want everyone to have a fair crack at these games. So if anyone's having some problems with anything, do please tell us. Don't tell us at the last minute. It's like a C&D sequel. Just speaking random thought. Oh right, okay. Well, just make sure you're playing the correct C&D there, Ken. Okay. Ken's been ready for 3 weeks. Perfect. Not wrong with that at all. Trina says, "Mind you, I finished in 15 minutes with 57 lives. Probably don't need collecting them all." Well, that's on Frogger, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, hold on, I must have missed a comment there. So Frogger was easy on normal. How mindless is it on easy? Well, means that everyone's got a chance of beating it then, doesn't it? So easing everyone in nice and steady on week 1. So then some of these games will get tougher. Oh yes, they will. How many stages per chapter? I think it's 2.
Yes, sir.
I think it's 2 stages per chapter. I could be wrong on that. Trina's the girl to ask on that one. But I think it's 2 per chapter. Can't remember. Can't remember on that one. Frogger is not my strong point.
Yeah.
I am going to be in the bottom third for week 1. I can smell it in my frog's legs. I think there'll be a lot of good runs this week.
I need to go grill some.
What? Some frog's legs? Get him in fryer, mate. Get him in fryer.
Yes, sir. I like to agitate the froggy queen.
Oh, Christ. Something like 28 stages over 8 chapters. Yeah, something like that. What? Are you making owl noises there, Ken?
Conversation down quickly.
Yeah, I know what he's saying, but I'm gonna pretend I don't.
Move on.
Yeah, he needs to move on very quickly. There's never, ever going to beat any Z word in
Get shot.
this cup. Absolutely never. As long as I'm running it, never. I'm just going to put that out there.
You're not getting a reaction out of him.
No, not a thing out of me there. Not a thing. As far as I'm concerned there, Ken, you're just making some very strange owl noises. Oot oot! Oot oot! Yeah, that just sounds, it's just owl noises to me, is that? Oot oot! Oot woo! Oh, what's this? But I think the CDI versions would be fun in here. If it's got anything to do with Z word, it ain't happening. Aaron says it's in the bin where it belongs. Yeah, I've got to agree with Aaron on that one. Hell yeah. Great stuff.
Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah, you see, we've got backup, mate. We've got backup. So with all that being said, folks, all of the screens that have been shown here, they will be put onto the League Cup page. We will put the link for the League Cup page, the Facebook page, in the Messenger group chat so that you can all go and follow the League Cup page. We will share the streams there. We will, as I say, we'll post all of these screens that you've seen on the preview show and all of the ones for the next preview shows as well. So all the results. Yeah, we're going to do we'll do a review / preview show every Sunday. The only slight chance that it doesn't is if somebody uses an extension, and then we might need to push it on. But we'll try, depending on where people use their extensions.
Right.
We'll determine if the run's going to be on a very late on a Sunday for me, or on the following Monday. Really depends. So, but yep, there'll be a preview and review show every week.
I'm the only person who picks on Trina about that.
Well, yeah. I mean, to be fair, Ken. I mean, Noah gets on Trina's back about the whole Frogger thing constantly, so Trina's used to it. So yeah, so keep an eye out for all those shows, which, as I say, the majority will be on the Sundays. Big welcome to the new players for this season, and a big welcome back to those who have returned. We appreciate every single one of you. We're highly looking forward to all your runs. Do your best with it, enjoy it, have some fun with it. You know, tell your friends about it, get them to view your runs, and just have a good time. Have a good time with it all. If there's anything that you're not sure about, please ask.
Have fun.
Yeah, just have fun with it. Please ask if there's anything you're not sure about. You know, ask all players that have been in the competition before. You know, like that's to you new guys. You know, there's quite a few this season that have done at least one season before, if not more. So, you know, feel free to ask the other players, or you can message any of the judges. We will try our very best to judge the runs live. There'll usually be, you know, one of the three of us will make ourselves known within your chat. The good thing is that with the
Unknown at times.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, all three of me, Noah and Trina are on different times. So I'm on GMT. Trina's 4 hours before me, and Noah's 8 hours before me. So we've got a good kind of stretch in that regard. But don't worry if your run is not judged on the live stream. You know, that's what the replays are there for. However, if you do your live stream and something goes wrong at the start or anything like that, you know, just tell us. You know, we're not going to penalise you if you have tech issues on your official run. You know, it happens. But just if you don't see that one of us is in your stream, then send a message in the group chat, and and you know we'll try and go on if we can. What's Aaron mentioning here? It says, "I'll never forget the time poor Rob played the wrong Chirok. That was the highlight of me watching the runs."
Yes, poor Rob.
And Rob practiced that version as well. He practiced Dinosaur
Yes,
Hunter
sir.
instead of Rage Wars. Yeah,
Yeah.
that were great. And then there were best WAIG moment today. Yeah, I would say that. And then there was one other good one as well that sticks out for wrong reasons as well.
Absolutely.
Trying to think what the other one were now, but we always forget it because it's never going to be as good as that one. It was the only game all season he practiced. I think it might have been actually. Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. But yeah, no, fantastic stuff. Great stuff.
That was the one he said he practiced all week on.
Yeah, and to be fair to Rob, he was such a good sport about it as well. You know, I mean, he was in absolute disbelief when he got showed that it was the wrong one, and he still gave the other one a crack. He still had a crack at the other one. So yeah. Albeit, it was another instance with Rob actually. He was there trying to. We were there helping to set Rob up on Project 64. His version of Project 64 was about 10 years old. It was about 10 years out of date, and it kept crashing on him. So thankfully we were able to notice that and get him set up on it. But yeah, Rob's back for another season, and I think Rob will have a better season this season because it's not in 64. So I think he'll do a bit better this time. Yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to everyone's runs. Everyone's going to have a good crack at this, and yeah, it's going to be a good competition. Josh, welcome in. How are you doing, mate? Yeah, good to see you. Yeah, same to yourself as well. Hope you're having a fantastic day.
At least it's the blood pumping.
Yeah, great stuff. Right, with all that being said then, folks, we'll leave it there for tonight. Big thank you, as always, to everyone that's going to be competing this season. A massive thank you to Noah and Trina and Jackie for all your help. I really, 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 really appreciate it. I keep telling them all the time anyway, but I'm telling them again anyway, because I can't do all this without the help. I really can't. So no, it's great to have you all on board for another season. So, any questions, pop them in the group chat or send the messages individually to either me, Noah or Trina or Jackie when she gets back. And with all that being said, have a great night. See you in the next stream. Bye for now.